is everywhere, but right grammar is not. For graduating students like me, grammar is something that we should learn, develop, and improve. Because in the real world, we are going to face many job interviews. And bad grammar means bad application, especially for communication students like me. Tip number 1. Have the time to go back to the basics. Kung feeling mo master ka na, huwag mong ismulin ang mga natutunan mo sa English noong grade 1 ka pa lang. Get a book and browse the net and refresh your mind with the different parts of speech. Noun, pronoun, verb, adjective, adverb, conjunction, and preposition. Give a conjunction and use it in a sentence.
Hazel and I are shooting our broadcast journalism project today.
What is the conjunction used in that sentence?
And
Very good. As they say, ang hindi marunong lumingon sa pinanggalingan ay hindi makakarating sa paroroonan. So before you learn that complicated subject and verb agreement or predicate nominative, distinguishing the direct and indirect object of your sentences, first, reflect back to your basics. Tip number 2. Always read, then read, and keep on reading. March is known other than Fire Prevention Month as the Reading Month. So to widen your vocabulary and widen your English skills, keep on reading.
Because we gain knowledge and we learn new things. Aside from that, we get to know more about grammar. We can improve ourselves on communicate better and to develop our communication skills.
Reading is important because first, it helps widen our imagination. Therefore, people become more creative. Aside from that, reading helps widen our vocabulary and helps us develop our grammar, our critical thinking skills also, and we become more knowledgeable and factual about things.
Learn to love reading any kind of book in English, like novels, magazines, newspapers, or even online articles because they expose you to the right usage of grammar. Meron ding mga books na published specialized for learning. Siyempre, hindi lang sapat ang ating basahin. Kailangan ding intindihin, unawain, namnamin, at tandaan, which leads us to our third tip. Zap the bad English habits and familiarize yourself with the most common English mistakes. Now that you've read many books, you now have an idea on some circumstances that you might make your English teacher cry or question if she is a good teacher. Kasi if you will not exert an effort to improve, and if you do not admit with yourself how bad or worse your grammar is, you will not make steps to overcome the challenge. The truth hurts, as they say, but a bad grammar should be a sad fact to accept and a challenge to conquer. What are the most common bad English habits? Capitalization, indentation, redundancy, paragraph. Experience is the best teacher, kaya naman talagang matututo tayo sa pagkakamali natin at sa pagkakamali ng iba. Aminin mo yan dahil meron kang kaklase, ka-service o katrabaho na ang subject at verb ay hindi nag-a-agree, like this. Or poor sentences na walang proper punctuation. Or you too might have been confused with the difference of loose, as in nawala, and loose as in maluwag, or there, and there. I can't blame you because there is such things as what we call as homophones, or words that are spelled differently but with the same sound and pronunciation, like loose as in maluwag at loose as in nawala. Other examples are right as in nagsulat, and right as in ritual, sail and see and see. See? The secret is just familiarizing yourself with the most English common mistakes so you won't make the same error. Tip number 4. Evaluate yourself and practice what you've read. The most effective way of knowing and evaluating yourself pagdating sa level of understanding mo sa grammar ay through writing. Try to write your own sentences or paragraphs that explain anything under the sun or simply your effort to improve your grammar. Then, look for a credible person you know who could check and proofread your work. Let your trusted English buddy determine your errors and point out the strengths of your grammar and composition. With that, you are going to know your progress and at the same time, you are going to know what are the other elements of grammar that you should learn and develop. And last but not the least, our tip number 5 is to learn to love English and never stop learning. Sabi nga ni Conrad Hall, isang sikat na American cinematographer, you are always a student and never a master, so keep moving forward. It is not enough to know the basics. In learning, contentment is not the word. We should not stop on learning grammar, but we have to look forward on improving our writing and of course, our speaking skills. Iba na ang angat sa English, angat at competence sa communication, at syempre, standout ang isang globally competitive student who could express themselves properly. Hindi totoong mahirap ang English. Sometimes, it only takes to stop. Reflect on what you should improve on, look, and find many available ways to help yourself conquer the challenge, and listen to criticisms and pieces of advice from people whom you know are helpful and credible. Makalimutan nyo ang mga useful tips na shinare ko sa inyo, just always remember the name Hazel. H as, have the time to go back to the basics. A as, always read and keep on reading. Z as, zap the bad habits and familiarize yourself with the most common English mistakes. And E, evaluate yourself and practice. And lastly, letter L, learn to love English and never stop learning. 5 letters with 5 useful meanings. Always remember the name Hazel and go on to start your journey towards being a grammar maker. This has been Hazel Mascarinas for Stop, Look, and Listen.
If you want it, take it. I should have said it before.